Welcome to Goosebumps. Hey guys, and welcome to chapters 11 and 12 of Slappy Birthday to You by R.L. Stine. Now pay close attention so that you can do the activities after the story. Let's get started with chapters 11 and 12. Dad, Ian cried. Dad, why didn't you answer me? Why were you wearing the mask? His dad's face was red and dripping with sweat from being under the rubber mask. He gazed at Ian for a long time, and then his eyes flashed, and a grin slowly spread across his face. Happy birthday, Ian, he cried. The young woman from the office appeared behind them. Happy birthday, Ian, she called. She waved to an older man in a black suit. I'm Linda. And this is Barney. He played the part of Dr. Klausman. Happy birthday, Barney said in his whispery voice. Mr. Barker slapped Ian on the back. Gotcha, he said. That was your birthday adventure, Ian. Did you enjoy it? Enjoy it? Ian cried. I was terrified. Success, his dad said. He gave Barney and Linda a big thumbs up. It took a long time to plan this for you. Ian shook his head. Wow. Wow. When those dummies all came to life and started to laugh, I totally freaked. Mr. Barker turned to the two museum workers. I want to thank you for your time. Do I get one of those awesome dummies as a birthday present? Ian asked. No way, his dad answered. Those dummies are museum pieces, Ian. Maybe someday you can have a dummy of your own. Maybe someday. As they turned to leave, Ian saw Barney's silvery eyes flash. In his whispery Dr. Klausman voice, Barney murmured, Be careful what you wish for, Ian. Be very careful. Slappy here. Some people may think Mr. Barker's birthday surprise for Ian was mean. He scared the poor kid half to death. Oh, I thought it was a scream. Did Ian honestly think all those dummies in the museum could come alive? Who ever heard of such a crazy idea? Well, it was a birthday Ian never forgot, and he never forgot how much he liked working for a ventriloquist dummy and making up jokes with it. When he got home, he made his own little dummy in art class, with papier-mâché head and white gloves for hands. He named him Corky, and made up a lot of jokes to perform with him. But the mouth didn't move, and neither did the eyes. And the head kept falling off the body. It wasn't the same as a real dummy. The hand puppets just weren't as much fun. Ian asked his dad to buy him one, but Mr. Barker said they were expensive and hard to find. But now, 3 years later, here we are at Ian's 12th birthday party, and he's got a real deal. Me! Chapter 12. Ian couldn't wait to practice with Slappy. His birthday wish was to become a great ventriloquist, when his birthday wish was for Johnny and Vinny to go home. Now there was the dummy's torn off hand to deal with. Miss Barker made her way to the kitchen to get lunch ready. Molly disappeared with her doll, and the three boys followed. Mr. Barker downstairs to his doll hospital to watch him attach Slappy's hand. Slappy's head thumped hard as Mr. Barker stretched him out on the work table. His head weighs a ton, he said. The puppet maker used very hard wood. The dolls on the shelves all appeared to stare at them. Their tiny eyes glowed in the bright light from the ceiling. Vinny picked up 2 doll legs and made them walk across the table. Johnny found a tall action figure, a doll with a red mask and blue cape. He grabbed it and stabbed his brother in the stomach with it. Hey, watch it! Vinny grabbed another doll, and the 2 brothers used them as swords, slapping each other with a fast sword fight. Hey, guys, that's my work, Mr. Barker said, sighing. Put them down, please. He didn't get angry easily, but Ian could see that he was starting to really get annoyed with the 2 cousins. Johnny gave his brother one last hard poke in the ribs with the action figure. Then he set it down. Ian watched as his father slid the dummy hand into their jacket sleeve. Hey, check this out, a voice called from the stairs. Ian turned to see Molly burst into the basement, holding her iPad in front of her. I looked it up, she said breathlessly. Do you believe it? Slappy has his own Wikipedia page. You're joking, Mr. Barker said. What does it say? Ian stared at his sister. She loved looking things up. She carried her iPad everywhere she could and share information with everyone. She took notes about every doll in her collection. She liked to know all kinds of facts. This is weird, she said. She lowered her eyes to the screen. It says that Slappy wasn't made by a doll maker or a puppeteer. It says he was built by a sorcerer. Huh? Johnny murmured. You mean like Harry Potter? Wikipedia says a sorcerer made him 100 years ago, and his head was carved out of wood from a coffin. And get this, Molly tapped the screen with her finger, the coffin was stolen and it had a curse on it. And so the dummy carries a curse. Ian squinted at her. I don't get it. What does that mean? It means you're doomed, Vinny answered. You're cursed. You're dead meat. The two brothers giggled and bumped knuckles again. Ian kept his eyes on Molly. Was she making this up? He didn't think it was funny. There's more, Molly said, returning to the screen. Wikipedia says that if you read 6 magical words out loud, Slappy will come to life. Ian's mouth dropped open. He suddenly remembered the laughing dummies in the castle of the little people. Of course, those dummies hadn't come to life. It was all a trick. But thinking about them gave Ian a chill. Magic words? Awesome! Vinny cried. What are they? Let's try it. Read us the words. Molly bit her bottom lip as she scanned the page. The words aren't here, she said, shaking her head. No words. They don't have them here. Good, Ian said. He felt another chill at the back of his neck. Maybe it's too dangerous. Maybe they didn't put the words in because the dummy is too dangerous to bring to life. You're crazy, Molly told him. You don't really believe a dummy can come to life, do you? Mr. Barker twisted the wooden handle. He pushed it, then pulled it. It's attached. All fixed, he said. The hand is on to stay. Just don't have a tug-of-war with it. He started to sit the dummy up and stopped as something fell out of his jacket sleeve. Hey, what's this? A folded up slip of paper fell onto the work table. Mr. Barker reached for it, but Johnny got there first. Johnny unfolded the paper and squinted at it. Hey, this has to be it. 6 weirdo words. These are the magic words to bring him to life. Johnny, don't, Ian cried. Don't read them. I'm kind of scared. Please, don't read them. Please. Johnny chuckled. Then he raised the paper close to his face and shouted the words one by one. Karu Mari Odana Lama Monolunu Karano. And that's going to do it for chapters 11 and 12. All right. So we've heard Slappy tell part of the story. It's kind of cool when an object or a puppet tells the story as well. His voice kind of got to me. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for chapters 13 and 14.